Welcome to Flourish TV. My name is Stephanie Book, and I'm a transformational mindset and wellness coach, assisting mompreneurs to go from feeling stuck to living a full and flourishing life. Using biblical principles, I'll teach you the habits, skills, and routines you need to build the life you love without neglecting yourself. And Flourish TV is just a place for that, a place where I can teach the different things that I have learned in business, in wellness, and in mindset, and help you take those principles and the things that I've learned and hopefully help you build the life that you desire. You are worthy and capable of so many things, and so I want you to be able to see your value and be able to do the things that you desire. So let's jump into the episode and learn together how we can grow and make the life that we want. Today, I wanted to share about one of my most favorite tools, like I said, about organizing, keeping myself together in all different ways, in business, in life, when I'm taking a course, if I'm reading a book, cleaning my house, planning my meals. I use Trello for all of those things and many more. So it's been an area where I have absolutely loved. So today I thought, why not share one of my loves and a little bit about how you can use Trello. Once you find Trello, if you are someone who likes to have things organized, but you're not so much with the pen and paper, but you like to be able to check things off, then Trello will be your friend. So I'm going to show you how to start a Trello board, go from the beginning and kind of how you can use it. We won't go anywhere into as deep as we can with it, but I think it'll be really fun to teach you about one of my most favorite tools, Trello. So Trello, like I said, I have used it in all different areas of my life. I use it for my content planning, for my business. I have different courses where I have Trello boards that help keep me on track. I use it for my meal planning, which I will have in a couple weeks or so. Not sure when yet. On my Flourish TV, I'm going to show you how I meal plan using my Trello board, and I will have a free Trello board base to give to you when that is ready to go. So I'm excited about that. And I also use it for different things like my reading list. So I could go here and I can keep track of things that I want to read. You know, if someone talks about a book that they've mentioned that, oh, I thought maybe I'd be interested, I could put it over here. And then things that I am reading, I haven't updated this in a little bit, so I'm not reading all of these things right now. And then things that I've completed. And so it's really cool. And I can go in and I can even add notes like, oh, this is something that I liked from the books, and I will put that in there. So it's nice because I don't have to go to all those different areas, all those different books. I have one place that I can put all of those notes in. And so it can be used for all different kinds of things. And so I thought, let's share today how you can get a Trello board to work for you, or ways that you can create it so you can start making boards that will help you organize some of those things. We hold so much in our heart, in our minds, and so if we can get some of those things either on paper or on our virtual post-it notes, that would be great. I am definitely a post-it note girl. I still have them all over different places. They're always on my desk. But what's nice is this is I call it like post-it note for the computer. So it allows you to really easily get things on there, and you can move them all around and all kinds of things. So let's go in together today and create our own Trello board. And let's say we're going to want to clean and organize our house, okay? Because this time of year, a lot of times we're like, okay, it's a fresh year. We want to step in, and maybe I've seen like some cleaning challenge checklists and different things like that I don't know. I get excited about having things clean and organized after the holidays and all those things. So let's say we're going to create a board. So there's two different ways. Once you go to Trello.com, you can get a free account. You don't have to have a premium account. I have one. I use it a lot, but I don't necessarily need to have a premium account probably. I just do use it quite a bit. So, and I had boards that I wanted to keep from other places that I got, and so I kind of had a lot of them. But you can do a lot with the free Trello, so which is nice because there's not a lot of tools I feel like that are out there that you can do as much as you can with Trello and do that for free. So once you go and create your account, you'll have a chance to create a new board. So there's workspaces, and we're not going to go into that. So you have, I think it might maybe 10 boards within each workspace. And then I don't know how many workspaces you get in the free account, but it is quite a bit. So, but we're not going to talk about all that, but there are ways to expand and use that. So we can either click here to create a new board or come up to create. I usually just do this button here and choose create board. So first thing we want to do is we want to give it a title. So we'll say like house organization and cleaning. And I'm just going to keep it in this space and we're going to hit create. Now you can start with a template, so there are a bunch of different templates that are in there, but I'm just going to show you how to do it yourself because that's my favorite way to do it. But if you are really at a loss or you need some help, there's tons of templates out there that you can use as well. So my whole house organization and cleaning, you can give it a fun title like Steph's Clean Crib or something like that. I don't know, but you can choose what you want to name it. Then when you want to do is nice, but it doesn't scream clean house to me. And so you can go over here to the three dots. There's lots and lots and lots of things. And we're not going to go over all the things that you can do with this today, but we're just going to go down here to change background. And you can either choose a custom photo, like, I have a few photos that I've loaded up here, but I typically just go to those photos and say clean home. You can type in what you want, clean home, and organize. Organized. I can't type. So maybe let's kind of go through here. Like this one's kind of pretty. Like just that. Maybe you want a really colorful, clean home. So let's do this one. So you can click on that and it will upload it. And boom. That's probably not what I would choose. Let's do a different one. Let's do this one. So you can go through and sometimes you just change it up and be like, that's not the one I want. So, okay, this is a little bit more clean looking, and I don't like them as busy. Like you can have a lot of things on there, but I think sometimes it overloads my brain. So I like the ones that are a little bit more simple, but you can really, whatever your style is, if you like lots of color, use color, okay? So once you have this, you have your board, we're going to talk about a couple different things. The first thing is a list. So we have the board. This is the overall board. Let me close this out. And then we have list is what's next. So a list would be maybe the different areas or the focuses that you want to do, what you want to work on in your house. So maybe we're going to do kitchen, and you can either hit add list or you can hit enter and it will create this list for you. So let's do family room. And I'm just going to hit enter, bedroom 1, bathroom 1, maybe basement, I don't know. And as you can see, it will just continue to move them along this way. And you can continue and add cards and cards and cards and cards. Oops. Sometimes I do that and then now I have to find it while I'm looking for it. So you can go over here and house organization. I practice, so there we go. So okay, so there it's back. So there you go. Now you can see how you can search if you swipe too far over. So the next thing we can do is we can come in here and we can maybe give this board a color, because I think it's nice this is where the post-it note thing starts coming. So let's do orange for kitchen. Okay, so we can do that and give it a color. Maybe we'll give the family room, maybe we'll do like blue, maybe the bedroom 1, maybe it's little girl's bedroom, whatever. Okay, so you get the idea. So you can change those up to different colors. So the next thing we want to do, we have our lists, and now we want to go through creating the cards. So the cards could be like the individual areas in the kitchen that we want to work on. So let's say we want to work on the floors. We want to do the appliances, the cabinets, drawers, right? Pantry, and so on, right? So you can continue on all the different areas of your kitchen, the counters maybe. Okay. So you're like, okay, and you can go in the family room, maybe there's not as many categories in the family room, but maybe you want to do the carpets, you want to like maybe clean the furniture in there, and maybe the walls, I don't know. Okay, so there's different things you want to do. So, and you can go through each of the areas of your house. Now, so let's say you have, obviously there's a lot of areas in the kitchen and you only have a little bit of time. Maybe you only have like 15 minutes a day, or you only can get through a little bit at a time. You can now take these cards and you can do some different things with them. So let's say, we have different appliances. You can create yourself a checklist. So you can be just like appliances to clean. Okay, so we can add this checklist in here. You could put like, a description if you want. Clean my, oops, no, I didn't get labels. Clean my kitchen and make it sparkle. I don't know. Usually you put some other things in there. There we go. So that's what I want to do. So now here it has clean my kitchen and make it sparkle. It's a description. Now, let's say we're going to add the different appliances. So we want to do, let's see, the refrigerator, the stove, maybe the oven. I feel like those are two different areas that need help. The microwave and the dishwasher. Maybe you have like a trash compactor or something like that. So whatever, we have the different areas. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but there. So we have those different areas, but you're like, man, the refrigerator is a lot. I don't know if I want to have them all together as one appliance, one checklist, because it's just so much. You could even break that down farther. But before we do that, I want to show you a couple different things. So we can go in and do a couple different things. We can say, hey, I want to, so I'm going to break up some of these into different categories. Like the refrigerator, I want to give appliances a specific label. And so you can go in and be like, I want all appliances to be purple. I don't know. So then that you can even write in here if you want and put that it's appliances. I don't know if I would do that here because it's not that much, but hey, that's okay. So I could just show you. So we know that anything that's purple is an appliance. So now one thing is, I thought it was really cool about Trello, before we move on and go even deeper, is we can track our progress, which is really fun. So when you watch this, let's say my refrigerator is clean, then it will show you, I have 20% of this task done. And so as you go through, as it clicks, you can show your progress until you get to that 100%. Woo! And it's so fun. And you get that chance to click things off, which is really, really nice. So everybody, if you love being able to check off lists, then you'll be able to have that. And you can even, there's even some things where you can go, and when you finish a board, you can move it over to another place and it's done. And then you can have like a celebration and stuff. It's very fun. But let's say, so the refrigerator, let's say I have a lot more of the refrigerator that I want to do. So I can come here and hit those three dots and hit convert to card. Now you can see it moves away from here, but then it doesn't go too far. What happens is it comes back here into my kitchen category. So I can do a couple things. First, I can move it up. If I want it right under appliances, you can just drag and drop, or you can go here and when you edit the card, you can move it and move it up to a different position. So I think that was maybe position 4. I know, I'm guessing. This is why I just use it. Up, I was wrong one. So you can move back up one. So now in refrigerator, first I want to label it because it is an appliance. So I'm going to go ahead and put purple here. And then I'm going to come here and make a new checklist and areas to clean. So I'm going to say I want to do the top rack of the fridge. I'm just writing fridge. It's a lot easier. The freezer, crisper drawers, and maybe the doors. Okay, sure. I mean, there's probably other areas I could break it down to, but so you can see now we have these different areas. So what's really cool is now you can be like, hey, I have time to get the top racks cleaned. You get all those wiped off and stuff. And then, hey, you had 15 minutes, you got that little bit done. It's awesome. Then you can move on and say, okay, the freezer. And so I want to go in and clean the freezer. So you can, click these on as you go. And let's say, we're all done and we're excited, and I'll show you what we can do with that as well. But another thing is, let's say we have dates. We want to be able to schedule a time to to start the refrigerator. So let's say we want to start it today and we want to be done by next Tuesday. So we can put that in. You can even put a time reminder, and you can put a date reminder, like if you want to. I don't know why that's not there. Probably because they're all done. So we can do dates in here, and we want to due date is this day here. And let's say we want a day before, we want to give ourselves a reminder. And the start date is today. So, okay. So we can save this and it'll be there. Now, I have mine connected to my calendar, which is a power up, which we're not going to talk into that today. I talk about that today because that's getting a little bit more in depth, but I will actually put that on my Google Calendar to say, hey, you've got this, and it will give a reminder the day before that, hey, this is due. So that's really kind of cool. So you can see that there's a lot of different things that we can do to make this more exciting. So let's say another thing that I want to show you is how it looks a little bit more. It's starting to look a little bit more like our Post-it notes. But another thing we can do, so let's say the pantry is an area, and you maybe you want to break that up in another checklist and put like, this part, the left side or the right side. I don't know. My pantry is not super big, but maybe you want to do the couple shelves at a time. You can do another checklist for this. But let's say you were watching something on YouTube and you happen to see, I guess that was my last one. I'll show you that in a second. So let's go back to the refrigerator quick. So let's say another thing with the refrigerator, you were watching YouTube or watching a video or a reel, and you were like, oh, I really love how this person cleaned their refrigerator. You could go in and grab whatever that video is, that reel is. You can copy it here, and then you can go right back over to your Trello. And in the comments section, you can either click on that, and I just usually like right click and put it in there, and the YouTube video, I can save it in there, which is awesome. Or you can go over to attachments. If you have like a video, or maybe you have a checklist that you got from somewhere else and you want everything in the same place, you can add the attachment. You can either paste the link here, or you can go right to your computer, choose a file, and find wherever that is and paste it in there as well. So it's really nice. So then later on, when I'm ready to clean the refrigerator, I can be like, oh, I really love that video. I've never seen that video, but you can see what I'm saying. So then it's in there, it's in your card, and it will show you like all the different things here. You've got a checklist here, you've got a comment, which you can figure out what that is and whatnot. And then let's say another fun thing is putting some images with your cards. So this is the part I really love doing. So let's say I liked this, pantry picture. I mean, it's probably, let's do this one. So let's say, I like all the, how it looks all nice and neat, and I want my pantry to look like that. So I can go in and, save. I can either copy the image or save it to my desktop. I typically, for Trello, I just stop it or copy it, and then I can come in here the same way and just paste it in. And then it will upload that file, and boom, there you have it in here. I'll save it. And then what's really cool is like, oh, I really love that. This is somebody's pantry makeover. It inspires me, so that I can come in here. And when I look at my list, it has this picture. So typically in my Trello board, you will see a lot of pictures, or, if I'm doing my content, there's a lot of like videos or things like that are on there. But it's fun because then you can have pictures with each thing for inspiration, or maybe you're organizing some family photos or things that you have on your computer, and so you're like, I want to put all my pictures in space. I just actually heard someone do that, so I started mine, but it's not very far, where I can put all of my pictures that I have on my phone and start putting them into my Trello board and have them under specific areas so I know where to find them. So a lot. I know I shared a whole lot of things, but hopefully I gave you some basics of what you could do to get your board started. There are so many different things that you can do with Trello. As you can see, it's a lot, but it's also fun, and you could just play with it. You can create those different boards, and it's really fun to be able to move things around or just show yourself, organize your thoughts and your minds. One other thing I wanted to show you was that you can move boards around. So let's say I decided I have this area of kitchen, but then I want to be like, I want to have like that reassuring of like, oh, I want this show that it's done. So kitchen done. Let's just call this done. I don't know if I would do this, but you can do this. Sometimes this makes more sense. You can move these boards or these lists around anywhere. So I'm going to move it here next to kitchen, and I'm going to, when I'm done, let's say my appliances, I went in and boom, my appliances are done. I'm excited. I can either just close this out and move it, or move it the way I was just moving it, or I can hit move and I can move it to a different list. So I can move it to kitchen done, and boom, it will move it right there. So I'll show you. So now it's here. Or let's say the refrigerator is also done, and I can, these are all checked off and I'm feeling good, I'm excited. I can check that off, and then I can just move this right under here, and boom. So then my list of things for the kitchen is less, because then I'm celebrating over here. So hopefully that makes sense as well. And you can also make this a color if you want, and maybe there's just different things you can do. You can add different areas, different labels too. So let's say you want to have everything that's done. Maybe you're going to make one specific color, create new label, and you're going to like, oh, I want this bold pink, and be like, done. And so you could do this here, that label is created. And so I can go in under my appliance, it has that, and the refrigerator is also done. So I can edit this and add that label, edit labels, and say it's also done. And just close that out. So we can save that. So let's say my carpets are done. And so I could go in and the same thing. And you can see, I could be like, it's done. And you kind of get that satisfaction. So eventually you're seeing these purple done everywhere, and you're like pinky dark purple, and you're done. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight of what you can do with Trello. I hope that it was helpful today. I really enjoy talking about things that I'm learning, and I hope that it will be helpful to you as well. So reach out with any questions, and thanks for listening. Take care. Thanks again for watching Flourish TV. I hope that today was helpful to you and you learned something that you can take along in your business or in your life. Please make sure that you follow me on my YouTube channel at Flourish and Inspire. You can listen to my podcast, Flourish and Health, here on YouTube or also on your favorite podcast app. You can follow me on Instagram at steph.book, or find me on my Flourish group on Facebook. There are many different places that we can connect together so that we can continue to grow as a community and not only build our lives in business, but grow in our mindset and our wellness as well. Make sure that you reach out to me, leave some comments. I'd love for you to subscribe and put in the comments anything you'd like me to teach on, because I'll do my best to do that every week. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.